Hi and welcome back. Nancy Beauvair here with Agape and NEXsteps. Did you know that we have an estate planning gap crisis here in Canada? Yeah, that's right. We have a full 85% of Canadians that have not created an estate plan yet. Pretty sad that only 15% of people, despite knowing and having good intentions about creating an estate plan, that only 15% of people actually have created that and do have it in place. Now, that also makes me question, of those 15%, how many are current and valid? A lot of people think that when you set up an estate plan or you do a will, that once you've done it, that's it. But it has to be updated. Life happens, things change. People are born, people die, people get divorced, people marry. And with everything that changes in your life, your estate plan also needs to be updated and kept current. Now, I don't want those of you who are watching from the US to think that you're all that much better. 68% of you have not created an estate plan. Now, the reasons why people don't do this are similar despite what side of the border you're on. A lot of people simply think that you have to be wealthy or that you just don't have enough to create an estate plan. But that's simply not true. Everybody has something, and a will and a plan makes it clear what your intentions are and covers you legally for when you do pass away. And it saves those people that you leave behind from extra anguish when they're trying to figure out what your wishes were. A lot of people don't create those powers of attorney. Those powers of attorney are in case you become incapacitated. Now, let's face it, none of us wakes up in the morning and says, I think today is a good day to have a life-altering event and end up in a coma. But those types of things happen every day to unsuspecting people who were otherwise in good health. What happens if it happens to you? Does your family know what your wishes are? Do they know what your medical wishes are? Can they make the financial decisions that are required to be made? Can they access your bank accounts to make sure that your rent or your mortgage is being paid, that those essential payments that are required every month to keep you current are going to be able to be managed properly? Now, there's good intentions. I know that many people, in fact, everybody I talk to, knows that they need to create these estate planning documents, knows that there is a value in creating these things, leaving their legacy, starting to set it up. But people procrastinate. As I say, sometimes it's because they don't think they have anything to plan for. Other times it's that they just think they've got lots of time and that they'll get to it. There's also the aspect that people just don't know where to start. Well, I'm a certified executor advisor and I'm a legacy planner. I have helped many people get their affairs in order, get things structured. I know the questions to ask and what direction to give you. I work with your professionals, your legal advisors, your financial advisors, your tax advisors. I work hand in hand with you and your whole team to make sure that we have structured things properly. So if you don't know where to start, why not start with a simple consultation with me and I can help give you that direction. Regardless of whether you connect with me or not, there are some things that you can do as an individual. One of the most important things to do is to talk to your family, gather your assets, take a look at an inventory at everything that you have and what your wishes are. Just take a couple of hours all to yourself and think about what it is that you would like to leave behind. And keep in mind that your legacy is much more than just your assets. It's how you want to be remembered in this life. What kind of a person were you? What impact do you want to make and leave on those that you loved? Let's change this statistic. You know, if you do die without a will, without a plan, you're going to leave chaos. for your loved ones. You're going to leave your decisions to be made by the courts, who will divide up your estate, perhaps in a way that you didn't want it divided. It's going to go according to the laws of intestacy in whatever your jurisdiction is. Do you want to leave those decisions up to strangers? Or would you rather leave your legacy and your assets in the way that you intended? I'm going to leave those thoughts with you now. I have a more in-depth article on the website. If you jump over and visit agapemarketing.com and go to our blog post, you'll be able to see our current article about this. And if you find this information valuable, please share it with your friends. Thanks for joining me this week. See you next time. Bye for now.